What's going on? Mike Pugliese here, co-founder of Automated Coaching Engine, where we partner up with transformational coaches to help them scale their businesses without spending money on platforms like Facebook and Instagram. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can use positive focus to win every single sales call that you take. Going straight into it, if I ask you the question, do you have a busy mind? I'm going to assume that you're going to say yes. Most of us out there, we're constantly thinking about shit. And, we let things like take up space in our head all day long. And what it comes down to is this really, really simple tool that you can use called positive focus that's going to allow you to kind of like break out of that. I guess I really shouldn't say like break out of it, but find the positive from that situation. And keep in mind, this doesn't always have to be just like negative situations that you're doing this activity based around, but it's going to allow you to find the positive in every single situation that you encounter. So the tool itself, like I said, is called positive focus, but breaking it down, question number one is what happened? What is the problem at hand, or what is the event at hand that has triggered you? Why is this positive that I noticed this? Why is this event or this situation positive? I figured out that this triggered me. Three, what did I learn from this? What is the takeaways from this event? Four, how does this apply to my life? Whether it's my mind, my body, my relationships, my business, how does this apply to my life? So if we can think about this when it comes to a sales situation, it's going to allow us to find the positive in every single sales situation. And if you've watched some of my past videos, you've heard me talk about, removing yourself from the outcome of the situation, pulling yourself and detaching yourself from the sale, all of these things that are really important to do to make sure that you come in and you can serve at the highest level. And it really just comes down to human impact versus data impact. So the reason that I bring up positive focus when it comes into sales is because likely even if we're really good salespeople, we're likely only converting at about 30 to 40%. 50% is really good when it comes to sales. So if we think about it, we're putting ourselves into a lot of situations where we're technically losing. We're losing deals, we're not closing deals. Like, for example, if we close, or if our closing percentage is 30%, then we're closing 3 out of 10 deals. Every 3 out of 10 deal, or every 3 deals, or every 10 calls that we take, we're going to close at least 3 deals. So if we can think about that, that's 7 no's that we got, which in my mind is pretty fucking negative. But how we, turned every single sales call into a positive situation is using this positive focus. What happened? The prospect said no. The prospect said that he had to think about it. The prospect got pissed off. Why is this a positive that I noticed it? Well, the prospect said no, and I mentioned this. I probably shouldn't have mentioned this. Um, the prospect got pissed off, and I probably pushed a little too hard. I didn't ask the right questions that made sense to them, or I didn't notice something that they said that could have been a key thing in the outcome in the process. And what did I learn from this? Well, I learned not to say that again. I learned not to push that person too hard again. I learned to pay attention to detail and not miss the small things, so that way I don't blow the fucking sale every time I take a phone call. How does this apply to my life? Well, it applies into sales. It applies into the production side of things. But how does it also apply to my body? How does it also apply to my mind? How does it also apply to the relationships? So it's very important in my mind to use this tool, positive focus, when it comes to sales, because it's ultimately going to allow you to win every single deal or every single sales situation that you come into. And with that being said, that's my video on how to use positive focus to win every single sales call. And as always, Mike Pugliese, co-founder of Automated Coaching Engine, where we help transformational coaches scale their businesses without spending money on platforms like Facebook and Instagram. Peace out.